Julius Abure-led leadership of the Labour Party has expressed confidence that the internal challenges currently facing the party will soon be resolved. The party reiterated its commitment to reconciliation with aggrieved members willing to engage in constructive dialogue. This was disclosed by the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Obiora Ifo, during a telephone conversation with newsmen on Monday. Ifo emphasized that the party, under the leadership of Barrister Julius Abure, remains focused on providing a viable platform for law-abiding members to participate in upcoming elections. He also addressed recent speculation regarding the status of Senator Neda Imasuen, representing Edo State, clarifying that there has been no official communication indicating his departure from the party. The Labour Party, under the able leadership of Barrister Julius Abure, has continued to reposition itself and reclaim its role as the party of choice for Nigerians, following the Supreme Court's affirmation of his leadership, Ifo said. Regarding the situation with the senator from Edo, we wish to state that our doors remain open for reconciliation. However, we have not received any formal communication from him. Ifo stressed that while the party remains open to reconciliation, it will not condone any form of sabotage, illegality, or anti-party behavior. We welcome reconciliation, but we will not tolerate actions that undermine the integrity or unity of the party, he added. I noticed you were laughing while I was reading the story. I would love to have your thoughts on the story.
You see, Chimezi, it's laughable what is happening in the Nigerian political space. Just like I said in the other leg of our discussion about parties not having clear-cut manifesto and the party constitution.
Mm.
It is really, Chimezi, it is really laughable that, you know, we in Nigeria are not really serious when it comes to what is written in black and white. Party constitution is what makes a party law-abiding, because remove obedience in heaven. You know what happened to the angel called the Lucifer. So wherever you are in life and you don't see people obeying laws and order, it will be chaotic. It will be like what we refer to in Nigeria as to a banana republic. Banana republic is not when you have chaos and people are falling. No, it's when you have a chaotic and an aberration. You know, when they say what makes evil to fester is when honorable men refuses to speak up. So our Ifo can go ahead and say all the narratives as he wants. I blame the Supreme Court judgment on, you know, trying to resolve the Labour Party crisis, especially the chairmanship position, and ended up saying nothing. That particular judgment from the Supreme Court never, you know, stated clearly what the position of Abure or Nenadi should be. He only said that this is an internal party conflict, that the party is being owned by the people. Then the question I asked before now, when we are discussing about the for and against the Supreme Court judgment, was that the Supreme Court judgment, can't it state clearly who is to man this particular position? Because what I could deduce from the Supreme Court judgment is this: the internal party structure belongs, whoever emerges as the party chairman or the party leadership is according to the will of the party members. And I ask this question: are there no party members following Abure? Are there no party members for Nena the Esters, Usman? There are. So you have ended up saying nothing. That is left for party members to choose their leaders. Then some people went to Newi and chose Abure. Stakeholders came together, whether you call it extended stakeholders, whether you say who is who, came. Are they not registered party members before they became lawmakers and those who are holding political
positions in the name of Labour Party. Were they not registered political members? They are party members. They are also siding Nenadi. Those that are for Abure are also registered members of the party. So who is now holding the banner for the party members? Chimeze, do you understand the narrative I painted? Yeah. So you have ended up causing more chaos in the house. Remember that this group also went to INEC, the Nenadi Usman, led by Oti, to say, look at the Supreme Court judgment. Has INEC been able to even take a position who they will be taking correspondence from? The answer is no. Because the Supreme Court of Nigeria ended up doing that. Okay, that very day, Choma was saying that the Supreme Court, having quashed the lower court's position that affirmed Abure's position, has already, stated a particular position. But in that frame, I now asked Laurentia a question that day. This particular Abure's tenure, has it been outlived before they called for the National Congress that elected him? That if he has been outlived, was there any other caretaker committee in place to conduct that election? Why was Abure left to conduct the election that we see him come back? Why was Obi supporting him? Okay. Even when they have finished fighting Apapa? It was at the tail end of this when there was counter accountability and all that Obi started, restraining himself from supporting Abure. Was there a call for a caretaker committee or an interim committee to oversee the time that Abure's time has elapsed? The answer was no. Abure was there and now use that loop because there should not be a vacuum in such leadership. So where were the stakeholders then? Were they sleeping on a bicycle, or were beclouded by the fight of against Lamidi Apapa, or was there something in the midst that Obi was doing with Abure that later they fell out? Remember that even before the Congress in Nnewi, it was scheduled to be in Abia State. There was a visit of Abure to Oti. Remember that Oti didn't go, but he sent his deputy to that Congress. Remember the people that were arrested that wanted to have a meeting in Abia State in one hotel? Oti said he wasn't aware that he's the party leader in his state. How come he's not aware that there was a party meeting to be held in his state? He ordered for the clampdown of the people there. So these are some of the narrative we should look into critically. So when he's talking about what do you call it, painting the narrative of what do you call it, reconciling with who? That should be the $1 million question, if you ask me.